So I got these 4 bits of timber with a few extras. Got them free off nature strip off one of the industrial wood places that throw out stuff. And in the new house it's got a nice wood fire, but nothing to hold spare wood and stuff like that. I've got a just a bin in there at the moment, but I want something that can hold wood but still have that sort of like it can be always aired out. So I've just drilling a hole on that side, and got another Bunnings trusty bolt. And what I intend to do is something like crisscross like that, and then you can sort of like go wide how you want, and then on the ends I'm going to make it flush, sort of like on a, what is it 45-degree angle. I'm not big on angles, but yeah, angle enough to go on this wood piece underneath, so even if wood drops stuff it'll go onto this rather than the actual floor. So I looked at Bunnings at wood holders. They're like over $100, so I thought I reckon I can make something that will do the job and be a bit environmentally friendly at the same time and look good, being wood as well. So I'll show you what I mean as I go. That actually hit a knot while I was in there, look at that. I think that'll still be alright, I'll give it a bit of character. It's only holding wood. Look at that for a knot. Alright, so pretty much getting it like that, and then nice long bolt like that, which will go in one end like that. Nice, and there's plenty of length, I can easily cut that. Something like that without it falling apart like that anyway. Next, yeah, so it was 45 degrees what I want on there, so it's got a nice cut, so easily cut, and so it sits and you can screw it on that sort of angle to where you want it. So the next one has to be the opposite way as far as cuts, so it can be flush on the other side, because obviously if you cut it on that angle on both of them it's going to be pretty much like that, wrong side. So next, so this is just some holding it up, of course. This is what I mean, so both sides, bolt, and just I did a washer and a nut, and with the angle grinder I'll cut the excess length of it, and that should sit like that. And then after I do the next one I'll then screw that down into that timber, or vice versa. I'll actually probably go from the bottom up so it bites in, because there's not much timber that way, so I'm going to do the screws coming upwards like a, you could actually practically make it like a table if you, well, you can make it a little small table if you wanted to. If you turn that upside down when you look at it, you'll see what I mean when I flip that over. But you'd have to change the legs. You probably have to cut angles on this leg as well. But that's pretty much how, when you look at it, that's funny, isn't it? You make something and you can make something else from it. You can flip it and put a table. So it would have two advantages. Very good. That's creativity. What I decided to do is just, there was a piece of wood on this. This was an old little gate. There's a piece of wood already nailed to it, so I thought I'd bring it in just a bit, just so it caters for the smaller bits of wood, and then it doesn't matter with the longer bits because it'll still hold it up with no dramas. So this is what I mean, like it looks like a little table as well. Original hole for those bolts, I used one of the wood drills for size 12, and to get my pilot hole for my screws, this is just a size, what do we got on the other side, 6. So size 6. So I'm going to come in on this side, do my pilot holes, and then attach screws there with a Phillips drill piece. But I've made a table opposite to what I was trying to make. But now you can see, actually, I'm going to do some bracing. But now, like if you went to a campsite or something, if you loosen these bolts, you could squash it down and go flat, minus bracing. I don't know how I'm going to brace this yet, but now if I turn it upside down, anyway, so you throw your timber in right next to your fire pit, if you've got one. And all it's done is taken a couple of bolts and a little bit of my time. Saved over $100. It's probably better, like wood on wood than steel. And I'll probably give this a bit of a varnish, actually. Make it look really impressive. But that's all it takes. Just a bit of time, a bit of thinking about what you want, and you've got something and you've saved some money. So I'll just see where I'm going to brace it. One sec. Actually, I felt its strength, but it doesn't really need bracing. You can brace it if you want to. This doesn't feel like it needs much. Saying it if you're carrying timber. If it then can't handle a bit of timber too much, then I will do something. But I think now I'm just going to give it a varnish and cut the rest of these just to be firewood, and then I'll show you that next to the fire pit. I'm going to paint this in is just Feast Watchton decking oil. Got this for free a while ago with some outdoor furniture from the other house, but I didn't keep it. But I did keep this this colouring, so I'll just give this a paint. This will seal it in too, and show you the end result. And she's finished. She's finished. Obviously it's got to dry, so that'll all seep in. But that's all you need. I'm still thinking about putting bracing, I still don't know, but yeah. It's slightly wobbly with the screws, still just slightly. Nothing stressful or anything like that, but it will probably like just a little bit of bracing or bigger screws. So, but apart from that, pretty much for free, done. I grabbed some of my sound deadening for the car because I had some excess, which I'm also going to use on the ute still. But while this is upside down, this will be, because it's a varnished floor inside, this will be soft, and if it moves and stuff like that, it won't scratch the floor. So I stuck that on. Looks like something out of Star Wars, a bit of space odyssey. And there you go with your, almost trip over. There goes that with the table. So now I'll bring it inside. She's dry and ready, and I'll show you what the fire pit looks like. Okay, it's not a fire pit, it's Canara, but yeah, you get the gist. So this is my invention, quick made up thing, and see it's upside down, so it won't scratch the varnish on the floor, and it's all nicely painted now, that varnish stuff. And it actually matches in. So I've also put some L brackets just for extra strengthening on each side of the wood and down, just to give it that extra stability when it comes to piling wood on it. And around there. So got the Canara all stacked and ready. It's got some paper things down the bottom. Some of this wood came from Stiglitz, and some pine. And like at the start, I was doing jiffies and stuff like that, and they're like they can go up to $3.50, $4 for jiffies. So I got, and one of the cheaper jiffies, like $2, I could smell lots of Kero on them. So what I did is I got this empty water bottle, which you can put pretty much anything in it, and put Kero with it. So what I do is spray in there, just spray a little bit while we're on film. I think I'm going to have to fill it, but I've closed off the end so it just doesn't breathe too much. There we go. So that, and that can even save you, like if you haven't got jiffies, you just get a big 5 litre. Well, that stuff stinks. And yeah, light you if you've got a Canara or know someone that has. And yeah, just make sure you always got like small kindling at start. Don't just throw big hardwood in there, because it won't burn straight away. It has to come up with a lot of heat. So yeah, there she is. Now I'm going to just cut some wood and throw some on in a putty tat. And yeah, it smells of Kero. And I'll show you with the wood stacked, or some of the wood, and with that girl going. It's very nice. Okay, so this is what I mean by the smaller wood down the bottom, so it doesn't hit the actual floor. You can put all your smaller wood down the bottom, and your more heavier wood and longer wood on the top. So let's get our little fire going. Just how good this fuel goes. Nothing like a fire in your lounge room. I'll just take off the flash. 1 second. That way it's a bit more, without the flash it's a bit more realistic as far as colour goes. Like that. Even the sound of a fire. Ooh, a bit more fuel went. And the sound of a fire and the look of a fire can make you actually, I heard, sleep better. If you watch the flames for a while, you can, it really can be very lethargic on your mind. Thing is, with these indoor heaters, it's nice to burn old gum leaves on the ground. The smell of eucalyptus coming out the chimney smells beautiful. So that's going there. I'll just close the door. It's got the vent open going up. Glass is a little bit dirty at the moment, it looks like. 1 second. Just got some paper towel. Open this up again for a second. Oh, filth. No, throw that in there. Oops. Throw that in there. How nice is that? It's a bit more clearer. Beautiful. Like I said earlier, some of this wood is from actual Stiglitz in just not far from Anarchy. Beautiful place. There she goes. No jiffies. Just a little bit of Kero. That was an old egg container and a Glad wrap container, just the cardboard. bit of a spray, and she's going nicely. If I go back a little bit, there she is. Next to the wood holder that I made. Thanks for watching. Hope maybe someone will do the same thing and make something to make their wood have a holder, just out of some cheap stuff, and save some cash. It's going well now. Great result. Oh, again, it's nice when you get there. Nice result. I'll just turn off this Landrum light 1 second. Okay, the Landrum light's off. How's that for serenity? All you need is some nice red wine, or whatever's your fancy, and yeah, very relaxing. Very relaxing. Again, thank you for watching.